Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate. I have family in town, so it's been pretty fun few days, and we have lots of snow, which is super exciting. Um, it's Heather here. There two things we're going to do today. We're going to talk a little bit about plant-based planning, and we're going to review a little bit about the Curate Your Health group so you can get the most out of your bang for your buck, so to speak, out of the group. First off, there are two important words when it comes to meals and nutrition: variety and planning, especially if you're putting a lot of demands on your body because of your workouts or because of your stress. But these words are even more important if you mostly eat a plant-based diet and want to make sure that you're getting enough protein. So in this video, after I do a quick review of the Curate Your Health group, I'm going to lay out a few basic tips to help you get more out of the plant-based protein that you eat. And first off, if you don't already know me, I'm Dr. Heather Hammerstedt from Holist. We help people figure out how their brains and their bodies work around food using the tenets of lifestyle medicine and coaching and mental fitness. And we help busy professionals really figure out how to stop yo-yo dieting for good and improve their whole health, mind and body. Okay, so over the last few years, we've helped clients lose 8 to 10% of their body weight in just 12 weeks, create and implement permanent habits and mindset changes to overcome constant cravings and energy dips. Does that sound familiar? Go beyond meal plans and intuitively understand what, when, and why to eat, and overcome food addiction and repair the relationship with food, balance their hormones, and really implement healthier sleeping and movement habits. And so here's what you can expect in the Curate Your Health group. Number one, connection. We want you to feel like this is a community where you can participate, find support, provide value, ask questions. As much as we want to hear about your successes, we want to support you when you're struggling. So, have you participated in any of our challenges? If you go to the guides section in the Curating Your Health with Holist, you can tell us about your experience. You can look through those guides and find lots and lots of challenges and other information and knowledge. And the more that you comment, interact in the group, the more often Facebook will let you see us. That's how it works. So be sure to send a friend request to me or to Casey Hulam so that we can actually connect and support each other, and keep your eye on Messenger for the rest of our client success team. That's Tamber Belshaw, James, and Adil Anjum. So training, we want you to get as much value from the group as possible. So watch the events section for upcoming live trainings, Q&A opportunities like this, and more. And don't forget to adjust your group settings to receive all those group notifications. And lastly, be sure to stop by often in order to stay up to date on latest resources, ebooks, and other trainings that I share to support you on your journey towards your whole health. And remember, those guides sections are just key. And because we have had such crazy, amazing success with our mindful eating guide, we want to give it to you to help you start changing your life. So if you want to drop the word mindful into the comments, I will, one of us will send that over to you in Messenger. And definitely introduce yourself in a post in the Curating Your Health group so that we can let us know what brought you here and where you're needing the most support within this community. And if you'd like to hop on a call to figure out the what and the how, then drop the word action below and one of us will get in touch with you. Okay, so just want to do that for the new year, just to remind you about all the resources that we have in this group. Okay, now on with the tips. When you eat a plant-based diet, there are a lot of things to keep in mind. Not only do you have to make sure you eat foods that add up to enough protein for your needs, along with vitamin B12, iron, omega-3 fatty acids, and other micronutrients. They might be kind of hard to find in plant foods, but you also have to have a little extra because plant proteins aren't as easy, as simple for your body to use as animal proteins. This is because most plant proteins are incomplete, which means they don't have all of the essential amino acids to form a complete protein for your body to use. But there are things that you can do to offset that. So, are you ready? Here are the protein basics for plant-based diets. Tip number one: eat plant-based foods that are complete proteins. So, it used to be hard to find complete protein plant-based foods, but now you can get them at almost every grocery store. These are foods including ancient grains such as quinoa and amaranth. Quinoa is technically a seed, but kind of put it in there. Chia seeds, buckwheat, hemp products, soy products like tofu, edamame, tempeh. Adding these complete proteins to your rotation of food can help you boost your overall protein intake. Tip number two: combine plant foods to form a complete protein. When you pair two different incomplete protein sources, it can add up to a complete protein. So, incomplete protein sources include whole grains like barley, legumes, nuts and seeds, and some vegetables. So Brussels sprouts, corn, asparagus, broccoli, etc. Dietitians used to recommend that every meal should include at least 2 to 3 incomplete protein sources. But now, I mean, honestly, I really think that as long as you eat a variety of these incomplete protein plant sources throughout the day, you can meet your protein needs. So here's a couple of examples: almond butter and whole grain bread, salad with quinoa and black beans, rice and beans are some that I can think of on the top of my head. So tip number 3, what about protein-based, um, I'm getting all my words mixed up. What about plant-based protein powders? I get these questions all the time. There are dozens and maybe hundreds of different plant-based protein powders on the market. And while they may be high in protein, it's important to remember they can also be very highly processed and contain sweeteners and other products that may not align with your health goals. So be sure to read the ingredient labels and to do your research, because as always, you know from watching me for all these last years, that the main thing that I want people to do is to be less picky on specifics and more picky on the big picture of unprocessing your food, as a way to getting to that whole health. So, if you need specific guidance, we do have a plant-based webinar that I can send you, and a plant-based recipe book. So if you want either of those, please drop the word plant into the comments here, and one of us will be certainly send it over to you. Again, make sure you accept our friend requests from Adil, Jan, Casey, Tambert, or myself, so that you see the messages that we send you and we can get all these resources to you. Otherwise, it hides in that message request part of your metaverse and can get lost. So sometimes it just takes a few little tweaks to help unlock your goals. And if you want more specific one-on-one or group coaching around mental fitness, what are the saboteurs of my brain that are making me do the things that I do when I know I don't want to do them, or around nutrition in our weight wellness program, definitely drop the word action and we will hop on a call with you and see what you need and see if you're a good fit and help you change your life. Again, happy holiday season, and I will see you in the new year. Cheers.